Welcome back to the LPR Trading Group YouTube channel. It's Dave again. I want to thank you guys. We're almost at 400 subscribers. That's absolutely amazing. I've got another video for you here today. It's going to be on risk management. I think people, they just don't understand how important it is to manage your risk in trades. And a lot of people don't know how to do it in terms of scaling into a trade, scaling out of a trade, having defined risk and defined targets. It all comes with building a plan and focusing on the process rather than the results that are right in front of your face. So in this video today, I'm going to go through some of my risk management tips, tools, and strategies to hopefully help you guys with your trading. All right, let's get this video started here. We're going to talk today about risk management. Now, this is a really tough subject to talk about because it's hard and nobody wants to do it. Everyone just wants to grip and rip a trade, go for it, make $1 million bucks, and be the next best trader out there. It's possible, but it's only possible with risk management. Now, a lot of people think about risk management only on a trade-by-trade basis, and there's two problems with that. Number one, people are typically relatively inconsistent with their risk management. And number two, we have to think about this on a bigger picture as well. Not only trade by trade, but day by day and week by week. Now, we'll get into the slides here. I've got a very short PowerPoint and I'll get to some chart examples. But what we need in order to start our risk management journey, because this is what trading is about, it's essentially survivability in the market. It has nothing to do with I'm going to come to the market today and make 500 bucks or 1,000 bucks. It's I'm going to come to the market and expose myself in the highest probability situations as per my trading plan, playbook, business plan, and strategy. Okay, so number one, of course, we need a business plan. This is where you have to have a starting point. Whether you're self-taught, you join a group, whatever it is, you must have a starting point. Number 2, 3, and 4, we're going to go to trade by trade, day by day, week by week, and I will get into some chart examples right after that. So for the business plan, if you watch my previous videos, you might have seen this slide. It's almost exactly the same. I didn't change anything. We need a business plan. What's going to be in that plan? Goals, processes, aspirations. Why am I trading? You need to really know why you're in this business. This will get your mindset in the right place. What I want you to do is, with this business plan, when you make it, and you should make it, focus on the processes. Too many people set goals. Like I said, I'm going to lose 20 pounds this year, blah, 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 but they don't set the process to get there. The furthest their process goes is I'm going to go to the gym. They don't make a plan when they're at the gym. They don't make a meal plan and eating routine. They don't track their calories. They don't do any of that stuff. They just expect to make a goal and get there. Life does not work like that. If you do not have a process, you're in big trouble. You'll never get to your goal. If you want to learn more about goals and processes, I highly recommend reading Atomic Habits. It's a fantastic book. Keep your eye on the prize, or keep your eye on the process, not on the prize. Like I said, we want to hyper-focus this process because this is where your risk management is going to stem from. You're going to have a journal. You're going to have to know your numbers like we state below. We're going to have to take small steps forward in order to achieve these large things. It's like the whole compounding a penny thing I talked about. You give someone a penny a day for 30 days and you double it for 30 days, it turns into like $5.68 million. Not that we're going to compound that fast, but just like we want to compound our money, we have to compound our plans, our processes, and refine them to make them really, really solid here. So knowing your numbers, what do I mean by know your numbers? You've got to get some sort of trading style or system that's very systematic, right? As you develop into a more advanced trader, there might be some discretion involved, right? Some anomalies happening and you've seen it before and you're going to make a discretionary decision. But 90% of your system should be systematic. Don't set unrealistic goals because you'll just get crushed and you'll never make it there. Find a trading buddy or educational group. I highly recommend doing this because you can have that person or those people really push you to get to where you need to go. If you're playing, not that there's anything wrong with this, and I've said this in a previous video, in a lower tier sporting club, you're likely not going to accelerate in that sport. You need to play against people that are better than you. Same with trading. Trade with people that are better than you and learn from them. Development's difficult. Don't give up. If you fail, and you're going to fail, just make sure you fail forward. This is a big quote. I love it. I've held on to it for so long. I totally forget who said this, but it doesn't matter. Just fail and fail forward. Plan, execute, revise, and repeat. When you make your business plan, you're going to plan it, you're going to execute it. Part of your business plan is going to fail. Revise it, repeat. It's going to fail again. What we're trying to do day after day is fail forward and suck less. All right? Let's get on to the risk management section. Now, trade by trade risk management. Again, what's your system? In order to properly calculate a system and know your numbers, you need to be consistent. If you don't have a system, or you intervene with human interaction and randomize your system, it's going to randomize your numbers. You might have one day where you had an 80% win rate and you should have had a 60% or 40%. It feels good on that day, right? Like right in the moment, because this is results oriented mindset. I had an 80% win rate today. I did great. I'm green. Everything's good. As you advance as a trader, when you start making these mistakes, the mistakes that you're supposed to follow as part of your system, even if you're green, you're going to be upset with yourself. And that's how it should be. Too many people get in the trading industry to make money. So they associate good with green, bad with red. This is bad. We absolutely have to stay away from this. Do you know your numbers? Again, the only way we're going to know this is if we follow the system to the T. That means if our system says buy here with a 2-point stop, your first target's 10 points. If you take that target at 7 points for no reason, your system didn't say to take a target, you just did it purely based off emotion, you've ruined your numbers. You're randomizing your numbers, and you'll never be able to develop a good risk management plan because most of your numbers will be falsified. So by knowing your numbers, what do I mean? What are your win rates? What are your win-loss ratios on a trade-by-trade basis? So, for example, this screenshot that I've shared here, you can see I took 3 trades, just MES trades. We lost 40 bucks, made 540. The 540, when we made 540, our size was doubled, but that's because the trade told us to get in bigger. I didn't get in 10 contracts right out of the gate. I started with 5, added 5 when the trade told me to get bigger. This is all part of the system. Again, I know this because I did things consistently for a very long time so I could develop this risk management plan. So I know I'm going to lose. And for me as a trader, I lose a lot. But my system tells me I can run a 25, 30, 40% win rate and still be wildly successful. Identifying your edge and what type of trader you are. So this is important too. This goes back to a trading buddy or a group that you enjoy, a group that you trust, a trader that you trust, whatever it is. Bounce your styles and strategies off them and figure out what's going to work for you. Don't try and invent the wheel or reinvent the wheel in the market. I see all of these people doing like all these crazy things. It's like price and volume. Like this is what we need, right? So if you're trading futures and you have a good order flow platform, you have access to the DOM footprints and a basic candlestick chart, you're on the right track and you're probably good to go. You've just got to really define your system here. And it's all a numbers game. So if I have a 40% win rate, there's like an 11% chance I can lose 14 trades in a row. Now, that rarely happens, and I don't remember the last time that happened, but there's a chance it could happen. What am I going to do after 14 losses? Am I going to change my system, randomize things? No, I have to keep trucking forward because I know every loss I take puts me closer to a win if I'm just strictly playing the numbers, right? Process orientation mindset over result orientation mindset. Now, what this is if you take a trade and you lose, but you followed your risk management skills and your risk management Bible, let's call it, you did good. I always tell our group, your job is to get into the trade. Once you get into the trade, win or loss, it doesn't matter. You did your job. Okay, pat yourself on the back and move on to the next trade. That's it. Your biggest roadblock typo. Your biggest roadblock is what's between your ears. You're thinking too much. The market's an absolute paradox, and it is designed and traded by the biggest dogs with the biggest money in the industry and the smartest computers in the industry. And it's built to absolutely trash the average human's logical thinking. Okay? So you can't sit there and think logically. The worst traders I know are the most successful people in life. Doctors, lawyers, etc., etc. They got to where they are through thinking logically. Now they come to a world like the stock market and they try to apply the same thing that gave them success previously, and it just doesn't work. And they get frustrated. I made so much success thinking this way and just being very logical about things, and it doesn't work this way in the market. It doesn't. Yeah, it definitely doesn't. Okay. So you've got to reprogram your brain to just think, I'm not focused on the results. I'm focused on my risk management plan, my business plan, etc., etc. Take the trade. That was my dog. Sorry, he's down here. It is what it is. Take the trade, trust the numbers, and forget the short-term outcome. Okay? So this is on like a trade-by-trade basis. You lose, who cares? Move on to the next one. You lose again, who cares? Move on to the next one. Scaling in for small losers and scaling out for large winners. This is a huge, huge, huge thing for me, for my risk management system, is I scale into trades small when I see that they're kind of setting up, right? When I see the trade into my areas of interest, into my levels, prices holding up, order flow looks good, I'll take a little stab at it with small size. As the trade starts playing itself out and it's giving me more conviction, I start getting in bigger, right? If I have more pieces of evidence, I'm allowed to get bigger on the trade. If the trade just shows me, okay, I'm at your level now, I can't just bang hit the button because I have this speculative level there. I need to see price get there. I need to see a reaction. I need to see what I'm looking for on order flow, the chart, my DOM, volume, et cetera, et cetera. And as these things really start playing themselves out, then and only then can I get bigger on the trade. I'll give you an example. The month of August, which I think you'll see, I think I have a slide in here. The month of August, I only got full size 4 times. 4 trades all month. This is absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with this. We're not trying to make money. I'm trying to expose myself to the least amount of risk possible. So if I don't have the opportunity to get huge responsibly, then I don't. I'll just chip away at quarter size, half size, 3/4 size winners or losers and do just fine. Okay? We'll go here. Now, I put this slide in here followed by another slide. For the way I trade and for my system and what works for me, I know that straight up trend days do not work for me. If I don't catch the initial move off the open, I'm in big trouble. Okay? Because I do bad things. I don't want to trade these days. I know they beat me up. Everyone says, oh, but the market dropped 200 points or 100 points or 80 points. Like, so much money to be made. For me, no. I might have 1 to 3 opportunities on a day like this to get into a trade. Those opportunities could come at any time. So if I miss them or I'm not at the computer, I just miss them, right? Whereas these days where we're ranging, these are the days I like to trade, okay? I have very defined structure to play off of, very recent price action to the left to support my decision making. And this is what's going to take my risk management to the next level for me personally. It's because I have areas I can see on the chart to the left that are telling me these are the areas you need to execute your orders at, right? I'm an extreme type trader. I like trading range extremes. I like trading highs and lows. I like to trade the max emotion areas. High of day breaks that are weak on order flow, and I can see all of the bad retail get trapped while all of the big money's coming in and smashing them. These are the types of trades I like to take. Why? Because I'm right or right out. If I'm right on the trade, I'm usually right away. And if I'm wrong, it just blows through and hits my stop. Also, the risk versus reward on these trades are outstanding. I don't have to run a 70 or an 80% win rate. We go back to knowing your numbers. I told you I can run like a 20, 25, 30, 40% win rate and be wildly profitable because these are the days that I trade. These are the days that I know work for me. Now, why I like this is because if we go into a market that's just completely balanced for a few years to shake off all this nonsense that's happening now, and we go into 20, 25 point range days, 15-point range days, I know I can trade them absolutely fine. And I'm still not terrible trading trend days. I just know from my risk management plans and perspectives, I am better trading these balanced range days as opposed to an imbalanced trend day. Okay? We'll pop over here to the day by day and the week by week. So we talked about trade by trade. You take a trade, you lose, you move forward. It's important to know your numbers though. I said it before, I'll say it again. It's important to know your numbers because this is what you have to base your trading off of. So if we look up here in the top right corner, this is like a snippet of my August journal here. I missed a bunch of days. Anyways, it is what it is. And these P&Ls are somewhat incorrect. They should be higher. It doesn't matter. Total trade count 81 in August. Like I said, I got full size on 4 trades. My win rate is 42%. So if my win rate's 42%, that's below 50%. That means if I traded 4, 9, 14, 17 days in August, I should be red more than half the days, right? 42% win rate per trade. Shouldn't it be the same per day? No, because there are days in August where I took 3 trades and I lost all 3 trades. I took the 4th trade, I made back all 3 trades plus more. If I lost $300 on the 3 losers, I might have made $1,200 on the winner. That's not because I was irresponsibly revenge trading and smashing the button and getting huge to try and make it all back. I just continued to trade the system, right? Just simply continue to try to push, or I push forward and continue trading the system. Now, if we look at a week by week, I typically average 1 red day a week. So 4 red days a month. This month I had 3. I traded, I don't know, just over 3 weeks. Maybe I'll have 2 red days in 1 week and I'll have a full green week the next week. However they shake out, it's roughly around 3 to 4 red days a month. So 1 red day a week. Now, I know those are my numbers, right? I've traded this and I know this is how I perform. The market could change this. I could run into that string of 14 losers 11% of the time and end up with 3 or 4 red days in a week. Do I go and change the system? No. I go back, I review, I make sure I did everything correctly as per our risk management system and our business plan, and I continue trucking forward. The biggest thing that you guys can make is you have one. I've seen people have 1 red day and they go back to the drawing board and revamp everything they learned. Change this, change that, do this, do that, new strategy, this doesn't work anymore, blah, blah, blah. Like, are you crazy? Are you guys nuts? This is like complete system hopping and this will destroy you. This is also randomizing your results. So you will never be able to build a solid risk management plan. Okay. If we look at a month by month, which is important too, I truly believe a good trader, a profitable trader, day trader, let's say, should never have a red month. You could have a red day. You could even have a red week. You should never have a red month. Okay? There's enough trading days in the month that if you traded them all and you're coming out red, if I had a red month, this is when I would really go back and do a deep dive and be like, what the heck is going on? I must have made a mistake here. Let's pull up a chart. Okay? These are the 2 days that I showed on the slide. Now, I'll show the bad day first. Well, my bad day. Not bad day of trading. The days that just don't work for me. Big trend day here, right? We get a little range at the bottom here, but this is within the time period that I don't trade. I typically don't trade after 11 or 11:30, so we're ranging sideways, and I typically don't trade in this area, right? These are the opportunities I had on the chart on this day to get into this trend. 1, 2, 3 opportunities. And realistically, this one is not even an opportunity because it's at 130, 140, and I wouldn't have been here anyways. 2 opportunities to get into a trade. Now, I could have screwed this up and possibly even tried to long this thing. But this trending market, by the way I trade, gives me 2 opportunities to get into the trade. And as soon as we really start trending hard here, this is hard for me to get in the trade. Why, Dave? It went straight down. Okay, I know it went straight down. This is the problem, and this is the problem with newer traders. Where do you get in this trade? Oh, Dave, but the 20 EMA pullback. Okay, you get short the 20 EMA pullback at 4,000. What's your target? It's got to be low of day, at least for your first target. Why? Because if we look left, this is what the market told us is current low of day, and the market pretty much told us, here, if you're taking any trades, this is where I can get to. You can have an ambitious target of 39.66, 39.50. Your first targets must be these pivots. Why can't I take this trade? Because if I'm short 4,000, my target's only 5 points. I need to risk 2 points to make 10. So whatever my risk is, I need to be making 5x on the trade at minimum. All right? Bare minimum. If my entry was going to be 4,000 and this was 39.91, 1 point, can we take the trade? No. Your system and your risk management system says you cannot take this trade. Oh, but Dave, look at the trade. Yeah, results-oriented mindset. We have to focus on the process. I did not take this trade. Why? I only had 5 points down to this target, first target. I needed 10. Don't take the trade. We're not going to cry after this happens. Okay? This is a random result. This will make your results completely random, and you'll never be able to develop a proper system. Let's look at the trades I would have taken or could have taken. Short 40.16. Target below 4,000. About 17, 18 points. Short, let's say 29. Target 17. 12 points. Good. If I got short 44. Target 28. Good. 16 points. You see how we can take these trades and we can't take the other ones? Why can't you take the other ones? Bad risk management. Especially if you know your numbers and you know what your win rates are. Now, if you're trading and your win rate is 60%, this all changes. Okay? Now you can almost take trades that are 2 to 1, 2.5 to 1 to target, 3 to 1 to target, because your win rate is that much better that you will make money with this win rate and with these returns. Okay, let's go to the previous day. Okay, already we can see more potential entries, right? We had 3 on the other chart. So let's go from, and on a day like this, I might even stay and trade a little bit longer. Why? It's a range day. This is my wheelhouse day. I'm not staying to trade until the end of day, but I might push it till 11:30, noon. I might come back at 2, whatever it is. But now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 trades. You get rid of some of these trades that are midday, you still got 7 trades. So there's a lot of opportunity here. And this is even a day where we didn't even open in a range. We opened going straight up. And then it really started giving us this nice range here, pulling back to these high areas, using my initial balances to take these trades. This is my wheelhouse type day. Okay? And these are the days that I can manage my risk properly. Okay, Dave, cut the crap. How do I take the trade and manage the risk? I will tell you what I do. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. I have a system. The system I built from trading for the past 6 years, losing, educating myself, losing, educating myself more, hours on the charts, talking to people who were better than me, losing again, breaking even, back to the charts, winning, winning, winning. Okay? It's hard, but you got to do it. Now, once you have that system, you can develop your exact trade execution. I want to see the trade here. This is where I'll take it. If this happens and I'm only risking 2 points, 3 points, 10 points, whatever it is. Before the trade even happens, what do you know? You know your risk or what you want to risk. You know your target. Okay, you have to know your target because you can only take the trade if your target is this big, 10 points, 15 points, whatever it is. Now, all you have to do is say, okay, I can get this risk on the trade. This target is far enough away. Let's wait for, at piece of evidence, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Any of these, any combination of these, or all of these to start getting into a trade. I trade in 4 lots. Let's keep it simple. If we're trading MES, what is 4 lots? It's 1, 1, 1, 1. Starter, add, full. So what happens when I break my position into 4 lots? Like I said before, once I get into a trade, I'm typically right or wrong right away. Like the trade will come down, take me, and then start moving up. So if I'm wrong right away, what am I losing? 1 lot. If I'm right away, I could possibly only make money on 1 lot. But if I lose $2 or 2 points on 1 lot, and when I win on 1 lot, I make 10 points, and I do this 30% of the time, am I making money? Yes. You're going to say, yeah, Dave, but you're not getting in full size, so you're not making a lot of money. But money's not the point of the game. With this system right here, you can survive. You can survive, learn, and live to fight another day. And this is your only job in the market. Survive, learn, live to fight another day. As I get into the trade, and the trade gets better and it shows me more pieces of evidence, typically structure that I can really watch the order flow on, I get bigger and bigger and bigger. I don't get bigger. My plan says this is how big I can get on a max size trade. I can't get bigger. My tolerance for risk, both mentally and financially, will tell me you can't get bigger. You've tried to get bigger, you've gotten burned, it hurt financially and emotionally. Don't get bigger yet. As your account grows, you start scaling, you get bigger slowly, add 1 more MES, add 1 more MES, all of a sudden you're trading ES. Okay? So I know maybe some of you guys out of this video, what you wanted was, Dave, where do I take the trade? How do I take the trade? What do I risk? Blah, blah, blah. We talk about all of these trade setups, okay? I talk about all of these trade setups in the Jigsaw group. I talk about it in our LPR trading group, in the course. We talk about this every day. More importantly than the setups is how you manage the trade. I'm going to tell you, if I put you and I in the exact same trade, let's just say this. We both shorted right here. And you're a novice or beginner trader. We're both short from right here with the exact same size, the exact same average. Someone gives us a mouse and a keyboard each and they just say, go, manage the trade. I'm going to bet 9 times out of 10, I'm going to come out further ahead than you. Is it because we were in a different trade? No, we're in the exact same trade. I've just managed the trade better. Inversely, if they put us in this trade and the trade starts doing this and it turns around, it's going to stop us out, I'll likely lose less than you. Just because I have the system ingrained in my head to tell me, do this, do this, do this, do this. And you can do the same thing. Start with learning, start with charting, order flow, build out a business plan, make it extremely deep, trade, make mistakes, trade the sim, revise your plan, plan again, trade again, build a risk management plan, and you'll be solid. To make life easier, look into a group, a quality group, not an alerts group, please, not an alerts group, or someone that you know, or a buddy, or someone on Discord, YouTube, whatever it is, that's a good trader or a better trader than you that you can learn from. This is a bit of a ramble and a rant, but I hope you guys enjoyed. I could probably talk about a few more things, and I might in an upcoming video to do with this exact same topic, but I just wanted to shake your brains a little bit on this. As always, like, comment, subscribe. I will definitely get back to every single comment on this video if you made it to the end. Thank you so much. Have a great night.